Welcome back to the Laugh Daily Podcast, everyone. We are here with Dallin Lambert, the man who won MrBeast Chocolate Factory here in the studio. Dallin, thanks for being here, bro.
No, thank you guys. I'm excited. This is cool. I appreciate it. Yeah. Thanks for having me out.
Thanks for coming.
No, of course.
Ever been in a Minecraft set before?
No, I mean, I'm just looking around. This is epic. I feel like I'm just living in my computer.
Have you played Minecraft?
I have played, yeah.
Oh, good.
Not the biggest fan, I'll be honest, but I played. Yeah.
I'm not the biggest fan either.
No?
But we did a recent video, and we told you guys, if you're watching the YouTube videos, if you're actually listening, you don't get to see what we have done. We made a whole Minecraft set for no reason. Just because it's, why not?
Just why not? Yeah, like we've been doing different podcasts in different areas. Minecraft, it's pretty unique, right?
I feel special to be in the Minecraft section. This is cool.
You're almost in the lava, so like we built you a little zone here that is safe.
I didn't even notice you did that.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
hilarious.
I'm in my, can't cross out.
We got a super fun episode today. You guys, obviously, Dallin flew in from Arizona, you said?
Yeah,
Yeah.
from Phoenix. Just right outside of Phoenix, actually, but... Yeah, it's cool. It's cool to be here in person. I like this.
Yeah, bro.
A lot better, yeah.
Yeah, so he's a fellow content creator. Why don't you just tell everybody about yourself before we just dive into all the good stuff?
Okay. So, yeah, my wife and I, we do YouTube as well. We've been making videos for the last couple of years. And then kind of jumped over to TikTok, do the TikTok thing as well, Instagram. And it's fun. We just kind of document our life, do like the daily vlogs day to day. And we have a lot of fun with it. We actually just hit 1 million subscribers, which is cool. Big milestone for us.
Dude, congrats.
That
Thank
is
you.
a big milestone.
Yeah, we're excited.
I mean, and like we mentioned, he was on MrBeast Chocolate Factory video. Spoiler alert, he won.
That was wild. I can't wait to talk about it, man. It was such a cool time.
Well, why don't we just get right into
If
it?
you
I mean,
want,
people are clicking on this for a reason.
Yeah,
I'm getting excited.
Tell us about it just from an overhead view. Maybe if people haven't seen the video, what did you do? What was your experience like?
Okay. So taking it back, going a little further, I wanted to buy the chocolate to obviously see if I could win, but more like make a YouTube video out of it. Buying I think I bought like $400 worth of the chocolate at the beginning. Yeah. Ended up paying off though.
Wow, dude.
Everyone thought I was crazy, but it ended up working out.
Yeah, look at me now.
Yeah, exactly.
No, dude.
But then, so we made a video. I inputted it was like 50 of the codes on the back, and then won like a t-shirt. And I was like, oh, this is it. Whatever. It was fun while it lasted. And then ended up getting the call like 2 months later that I was the second person to be drawn to enter into this chocolate factory. So what they did is it was crazy. What they did is they took all the entries, closed it off, and I think there was like almost 3 million, 2.9 entries of people entered. Yes, it's wild. And then they drew 10 people, and I was the second one to be drawn out of that.
So you actually got a golden ticket in the chocolate bar?
Yeah. So what they did is they sent out a box of chocolates with the ticket inside to the winners. And so it was random. I got a call from someone on the MrBeast team. He's like, hey, you should be receiving a package soon. I'm like, that's weird. What does that mean? And then the next day the package came, because I had to make sure that someone got the ticket and it was all in the right person's hands. And then I opened it up, and we have a video of it. I don't know if you guys want to put it in, but
yeah,
we just freaked out. My wife and I. It was so cool.
Play the video.
Won the ticket. Yeah, check it out. But
Here it is. This was open. This was just taped.
It was taped.
No freaking way. Oh! This is crazy!
it's pretty epic. And then I got the details, and he took 10 people, put us in a chocolate factory, and if you haven't seen the video, we did, I think it was like 7 challenges to try and win the chocolate factory. It's crazy.
I got to talk about something too, because I got a DM from this guy.
Yeah.
And at the time, I'd never heard of your channel before.
Right.
I think you only had a couple 100,000 subscribers when you sent me that message, right?
We're about 600,000, I think, at that time.
So he sent me a message saying, I know you saw some chocolate factory set in that warehouse. Give me a hint for when I compete for it. Winky face.
Oh, this was before.
This was before.
Oh, that's right.
I saw this message. I'm like, is this guy just trying to josh at me?
I can't believe I did that.
I literally thought you were joking.
No, I was for real, man. I was in it to win it. I was getting any resource I could.
Dude, I almost thought you were like just pretending like you were getting into the chocolate factory. Cause I went to your profile and then I saw that video you posted.
Yeah.
I'm like, there's no way.
It's real, man.
And
See, I saw you guys put the vending machine in there.
Yeah.
Like, if I can get something out of you guys, maybe you're like, I don't know, this is gonna happen. I was trying everything, man. I'm in it to win it.
I mean, it worked.
I mean, I didn't help though. I didn't reply.
I know. You left me out, man.
I know, I'm sorry.
Read?
It's cool.
I'm
It's cool.
sorry.
That's cool.
It all worked out.
It's
Yeah,
cool
I forgot
that-
I did that.
That whole like the vending machine like tie-in, because you said that was like the first video you saw of ours. The vending
Not
machine?
like the first video, but like the first one where I was like really like engaged. Like, okay, this is really cool. I'd seen you guys like pop up everywhere. I mean, you guys are everywhere. But yeah, I mean, like I watched that. My little brother actually sent me that one. He's like, look what JSTU did. He's like, oh, this is sick. And so then I saw it in the factory and I was like, oh, this is epic. They incorporated it in the video.
And you
So
sent me a picture of
Yeah.
you with it.
I know, I took a selfie. We could show that too. That was cool. It was actually after I'd won, where I didn't ever ended up making it into that room during the whole video. It was after I won. I went in the candy shop, the MrBeast candy shop, and they had it in there. Wow.
So if it was if it was in like the main area where you did hide and seek, would you have considered hiding in there?
Oh, totally. I thought, yeah, it would have been cool.
Imagine
Could you
our
imagine?
vending machine.
I
and
know.
He hides in it and he ends
dude.
up winning the chocolate
That would have
factory.
been sick.
I know. I wish. I chose the worst hiding spot. They didn't even put it in the video, actually. I hid in the back of like a shipping truck, like a box truck. And they backed it up to the factory, and it was like their loading station. They never really I don't think they showed it once, but I went back there and I jumped in the back of this truck and created like a little fort out of boxes and hid in it. And I wrapped myself in moving blankets. And it's funny because it was over 100 degrees in North Carolina where it was filmed. And so in the back of this truck, who knows, it's probably like 110. And
Gosh.
I was dying. I was in there for almost 30 minutes, laying there, wrapped up in blankets in a box. And it was terrible. That's why they didn't show me, because I didn't film myself. I couldn't vlog. It was too dark. They gave everyone a camera as they were hiding. And I was just like, sorry, I'm not getting content for you guys, but I'm not moving because I don't want to ruin this spot.
Right.
So yeah, that was wild. So that was the place I hid. I wish I would have chose a vending machine. Would have been a lot better.
Yeah.
But yeah. No, it was cool. It was really cool.
So you won you chose to take the $500,000.
Yeah.
Makes sense. I mean, what would he have done if he took the chocolate factory? Would you just like own that building or what?
Yeah. I mean, literally, I would have owned the building and the land.
What?
He kind of made it seem like you could choose that, but like you don't really want to, like Jimmy did in the video.
Yeah, like he just talked about like just to maintain the factory or like the building cost. I think he said in the video like $100,000 a year plus. The building wasn't in good shape. They built the factory inside the building, so it looked a lot better, but like the outskirts of the building.
So you weren't even considering taking the
No.
chocolate factory.
No.
So I was gonna say, if it was like a good condition building, you might be able to take it and turn it around and flip it.
Yeah, no, I definitely thought of all that.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's out there in North Carolina too. I'm in Phoenix. What am I going to do with that?
Yeah.
Out there.
Good choice.
Yeah, definitely. And I think they purchased the building and the land for less than the 500,000. So
Yeah, it's
it was a no-brainer at that point.
So was there anything else in the chocolate factory video that didn't make it? Because I'm assuming most people saw that video, but was there anything that happened during that whole series of events that didn't make it that you're like, oh, why wasn't this there? Or something super fun?
Yeah. I mean, first thing I think of is the Gordon Ramsay scene at the very end where we cooked for him.
Yeah.
That could have been a whole 30-minute video itself. Like, that guy is hilarious. And like, definitely not family friendly. So I understand why a lot of it wasn't in the video, but there was a lot of, I mean, it was awesome. He kind of just took over that whole scene, and we had a lot of fun. He was a really nice guy, really awesome. But yeah, I just wish there could have been a lot more of the Gordon Ramsay scene, because it was so funny. There was a couple times I was literally on the floor dying laughing as he was critiquing everyone else's foods. It was absolutely hilarious.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was cool. And then I'm trying to think, I don't know, like the marshmallow room was really cool. I don't know where we were spinning. I don't know if you guys remember that scene.
Okay.
And apparently that was supposed to go on for like 2 hours, but the person that got out, he fell a lot sooner than what they expected. So I don't know. Yeah. So we got on the marshmallow or the spinning candy. I think there was 4 of us at that time. And MrBeast, he turned on the knob to get us spinning, and a guy fell within like 10 minutes. He got dizzy and fell. But they were planning on they had like marshmallows they were going to throw at us. They had a marshmallow hanging out from the middle that could swing. They're going to try and knock us off.
Yeah.
I think Chandler was running around with the flamethrower. He's going to I don't know, scare us with
Set you on
that.
fire?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Something like that. But that one only lasted. Once he fell. So
Yeah,
it's over at that point. It's crazy that he built that whole room, had everything going, and it was like literally 10 minutes and it was over. I mean, then that room's gone.
Man.
So
Yeah, the amount of work he puts into these sets.
oh my gosh. Yeah.
It's absurd.
Yeah, but it was cool. I mean, definitely like a life-changing moment. Trying to think of any other.
Was there
Any other
anything like
scenes?
meeting the Beast team, being on set that you didn't expect? Like, how was meeting the team? What was it like behind the scenes when everyone wasn't filming?
Yeah.
Were you hanging out with the crew? Like, what'd you do?
Yeah. First of all, they were awesome. Everyone was super nice, especially like his friends, Chandler and Nolan. They're all really cool guys. They'd hang out with us. Jimmy was doing his fast at that time. I don't know if you guys saw that.
Oh,
He
yeah, I
was
saw
that
trying to do
video.
the 30-day of no eating.
Yeah.
And then he ate with Gordon Ramsay at that time. We were filming that. It's funny. You can like all kind of put it all together.
Yeah.
But so he was a little more like, didn't hang out with us as much as I would assume he normally would. After we were done filming, he'd go into like a separate room and sleep. He was tired. And so just because I think he was on like day 14, which I don't blame him. I mean, he's 14 days of no eating.
Yeah.
So he was a lot more quiet and reserved than I would think like normally. I don't know. I've only met him that one time. But no, he was still super awesome. And the boys were awesome. It was a lot of fun. His team was cool. It is crazy how many cameras they have. I think I counted like 11 cameras at one time, just in one room. Like, it's wild. They have every section. There's just cameras on you constantly. I feel bad for the editors. Think of how many memory cards that is going through a footage.
Sheesh.
Sometimes our max is like, we got to only keep it to 4. We're going to kill the editors. 4 memory
seriously.
cards. We have that many angles.
Oh my gosh, yeah. And then like on the wall, there's cameras. People just running around with cameras. They're putting GoPros on you. You're holding a vlog camera. It's like every angle, every possible camera.
Yeah. Seriously, the editors would be like,
Yeah, I
why?
actually asked the editors, and they said they filmed over. I don't want to get this wrong. I think it was over like 112 hours of footage.
I can't imagine.
Yeah,
Man.
so it's
How much
wild.
footage do we have on a video?
I feel like a typical video we get is probably between like an hour, hour and a half, maybe. And some of the
Maybe
longer
max,
ones are like
yeah.
4 hours. Like if that's
Yeah.
like an insane video, like the lighthouse video where we just filmed
Yep.
for like 2 days straight.
Yeah,
Even that, it's still like only like 4 hours.
Man. Yeah, when we got to go to Beast's studio for the vending machine video, it was
Yeah.
super cool just being there and seeing the behind the scenes, like how many different sets they had, the different rooms. Because we were there when the warehouse was being like built, so everything was pretty
Yeah.
much unfinished.
hmm
But it's just surreal when you watch somebody and then you go there and in person and see what it's like. It's just like, where am I?
Oh yeah.
I'm like on a Hollywood set, especially there. It's
Oh
just
yeah.
like,
I actually never got to go to the main studio. I know. I
man.
was kind of bummed. I wish they were planning on doing it for we were gonna watch the Willy Wonka movie at his studio, and then he ended up renting out a movie theater actually. So we ended up going there. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Which I was kind of bummed because I wanted to go to the studio.
Was that before or after?
That was the day before we filmed.
Oh.
He got everybody together. We watched the original Willy Wonka movie to kind of get everyone in like the right mood or whatever. And so that was cool. That was
pretty
fun.
cool.
Yeah, it was really cool.
It's kind of funny because we talked about Gordon, but like from the comments I saw in the video, it seemed like a lot of the audience was just more impressed that he got Gordon Ramsay in the video versus like, oh, he built this giant chocolate factory. But people were like, dude, Gordon,
So unexpected.
Cool.
I know.
Yeah.
Did you like get to chat with him, or was it kind of like an in and out, Gordon in and then leaves?
No, so during the whole cook-off, he was really nice. He was trying to, I mean, he understands we're not chefs, we're not cooks. And so he was helping us out a lot. So during like the 45-minute period, he actually added on 10 more minutes for all of us because one of the guys was having trouble with his cake. So he added on 10 more minutes and I want to be nice. But, yeah, during that period, he was talking with us. He was really cool, super nice guy. And then right after that was the last one. And he talked to me at the end for about 10 minutes. And then I think Jimmy wanted to get in start his video, the cooking, the not eating one. And so I kind of had limited time with him. They put us off into a green room, filmed that video, and then we left. So, I mean, they're quick.
Yeah.
And I feel like with him, it's like you have your set hour and
Exactly.
that's it.
I was going to make some confetti cake because that's what you made, right?
Yeah.
The funfetti or whatever.
Yeah, that was the
I was
one.
going to make some for us on the set here.
Oh, that
I totally forgot until like
that'd be
right
cool.
now.
Dang.
Yeah, it's funny because that's what I have every year for my birthday. So my wife makes me the funfetti, and so when I saw that, I was
Clutch.
like, time to make it. Yeah, it's the go-to.
Wow.
It's funny too. I don't know if anyone knows this, but that part was actually filmed in Las Vegas.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So you
Wait,
got to
the
fly
whole
there?
Gordon Ramsay stuff?
Yeah. Hope I'm allowed to say that, but
You can confirm and let us know. We could cut it out if need
no,
be.
I don't think it's a big deal. No, I don't think he cares at all. But yeah, so apparently you got to go to Gordon Ramsay. He doesn't come to you. So wherever he's at, you got to go there. So
His kitchen or what?
It was a final three, right?
Yeah, it was the final
of you
three.
Went to Vegas.
Yeah, they flew us out to Vegas, and then it was just like a studio. I don't know. It kind of looked something like this, and they just put up the curtains and built a set, made it look like it was in the factory, and then that was where the last set or the last part was filmed. Yeah, it was cool. It was different. It was funny because then to film the last scene, we had to fly back to North Carolina
Oh, man.
For him to give me the deed of the factory and like do that whole little outro part.
So that must have been like a week-long adventure.
We filmed for 6 days. Yeah, that was a 6-day thing. Mm-hmm. Or 5 maybe.
Still.
Yeah. 5
On
or 6
camera, it
days.
just looks like, oh, they just got this all done in one day and we're done with it.
Yeah.
Plus, because like the video is like pretty fast paced, you know? So it's like it just goes through all this stuff. But
Yeah.
5-6 days of filming.
Yeah. No, it's funny because the Mentos challenge where we threw it in the Coke bottle, that took almost 2 hours to make. That was a lot harder than what people thought.
Yeah. No, it did definitely look difficult.
Yeah, it was very difficult. The Mentos were, I think, 20 inches in diameter, and the Coke bottle was 22. So you had like a 2-inch area.
Was there at any point where he's like, all right, this is taking way too long. We got to speed this up somehow.
Yeah, so it was, I think it was like, I made it on the 186th row, and at 200, they were going to bring out a massive funnel that was going to come in. So it was going to be like the next person would have made it.
Yeah.
So I barely made it in time, which was wild because
Sheesh.
I could have been out. I mean, like,
Yeah.
then he turned it on me to choose the next person to get eliminated, which was awful. That wasn't fun.
How'd you
like
pick?
that.
What was your thought process?
So it's funny because not a lot of people know this, but at that moment, just being completely honest, I blinked. I was so hyped up on making it. I was like, oh, this is awesome. Like, I'm saved. I'm into the next one. And I kind of chilled out. And he's like, all right, you have 10 seconds to choose the next person to get out. I'm like, wait, what? And he's like looking at me. And I looked at everybody and I just like blanked out. And I was like, I don't know. Like, I feel bad, but yet like this is $500,000 on the line. So I kind of don't feel bad because I'm here to win. So
Yeah.
I'm just looking at everybody. And then the challenge before the guy chose to get out, we were like neck and neck. So I'm like, hey man, you're big competitor here. Hate to do it, but you got to go.
Good choice.
I had to, you know, you just
Got to do what you got to do.
got to do what you got to do. Yeah. And so that was cool. But yeah, it was coming to the end where it was like they were going to put out the funnel and just help somebody make it, because it was hard. It was really hard to do.
That's so cool. You got to be a part of that and win $500,000.
Wild, man.
So what are you going to do with $500,000?
I know, it's crazy. Still trying to figure it out.
Yeah. Oh, of course.
No, I mean, like, obviously it's a lot of money and it's wild. I mean, it's kind of funny. Like my wife and I, we've been blessed in life, like financially. And so we want to do some cool stuff where we give back to like our community, you know, especially coming from MrBeast, where he like helps out so many people. So we kind of did like we have like a little thing going on. Well, I guess just like a side note, my wife and I, we've been trying to get pregnant for the last like couple of years. So we've been doing like some medical things with all of that. We did a round of IVF, which didn't end up working out, but we like see firsthand how expensive all that is. It's crazy. I mean, you're talking like tens of thousands of dollars. So yeah, so I mean, like we've been using that to help us, but at the same time, we want to use some of that to help other families that are going through like the same like medical stuff we have going on. So we've been talking with our community, getting some families in need, and then we're gonna go help them too with some of the money. And then yeah, so we want to do that to help out others, and then I don't know, kind of just see what else. I don't know.
Fund some more travels, because you guys travel a lot.
Yeah, we do travel a lot. We're gonna fund definitely do some more traveling. We had a cool trip going on where we were gone for like 2 months. We talked about this a little earlier, but we were in the Middle East for a while. That's actually where we did our IVF round over there. We met a really cool doctor. Yeah, we tried for a couple of years in the States, haven't had any luck with a doctor over here, and then it was a miracle. Found a doctor that kind of specializes in what we have going on, and he lives over in the Middle East. So we went over there, and so it's been cool. And then since that was unsuccessful, we're like, and we don't want to go home. We're sad. Let's explore a little bit. And so we went over to Africa, which was really cool. Got to do a safari out there, and so we want to continue traveling and just living it up. So yeah, we'll see where it all goes.
What's been your favorite travel location?
Ooh, that's hard. I mean, Dubai was an incredible city. I don't know if you guys have been out there yet.
No.
Yeah, I mean, it's wild. You take like anything cool in the States and it's like 5X over there. Like they just go like bigger and better than anything here. It's like,
it seems like, yeah.
Yeah, it's like we have a cool water fountain here. They're going to make it like 10 times taller and cooler and bigger and with music. And so it's like everywhere you look, it seems like it's like of the future. It's a cool city. Yeah, you guys got to go out there.
Sure, I'll go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd love to go there soon.
Yeah. But no, I mean, like Africa is really cool too. We got to do a safari, which was something I've always wanted to do for a while. Got to see a lot of cool stuff. So that was awesome.
So I want to go back to what you're talking about. You said IVF?
Yeah.
I've never heard of that.
Okay.
So where are you at with all that, with you and your wife? Like at the current state, what's that like? And like, what are you guys what's the next steps for you?
Yeah. So we did one round of IVF. Pretty much what they do, I mean, it's like they fertilize everything outside of the body. So they pretty much like take everything from the male and the female outside and try and fertilize it, and then put it back in the female to try and grow and try and have a baby. And so the first round didn't work out. And so we're planning on doing a second round probably here in either October or November, if everything kind of times out.
Oh, cool.
So we're going to keep just doing that until we're successful.
That's cool.
So yeah, it's kind of hard. I mean, it's hard for the wife mostly and like for me to see her
go
like
through that. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's not fun, but it's kind of where we're at in life. So just got to stay positive through it all. And yeah, our time will come. It'll all work out.
That's cool that you're able to kind of relate to those other people out there who are going through that, and that you're wanting to use part of the winnings to kind of support that. Because if you're saying it's like tens of thousands of dollars, like, man, that must be really hard for people to do that sort of thing.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's
That's
crazy.
a lot
I
of
think
money.
just one round in the States costs about $25,000 to do.
And that could be unsuccessful.
Yeah,
Like
and so
you
if it's
said, oh,
unsuccessful,
man,
it doesn't matter. Usually what happens is it takes about 3 or 4 rounds to be successful. So, I mean, you're looking at like $50,000, $75,000.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's hard. And so kind of when we didn't announce it on our social media that we're going through this until about, I think like 6 months ago. So when we put it out there and kind of started talking about it, it's crazy how many people reached out and was like going through the same thing.
Yeah.
And so I was like, dang, like I just can't imagine like families have to go through this. And so, you know, we like helping out other people and kind of like being inspired by MrBeast and winning from him who helps out people. I was like, it only makes right to get like a pool of families. And so we're going to do something cool with that. We're kind of trying to figure out all the logistics of how to do it, you know, giving away like big chunks of money isn't just a quick Venmo, you know, we want to make sure it goes to the right people and it all gets worked out. So we're in the process of doing that. But yeah, I mean, it's interesting, but it's going to be, it'll all work out.
Well, thanks for sharing that.
Yeah, no,
it's
of
probably
course.
difficult, but appreciate that.
Yeah, no, of course.
Yeah.
I don't mind talking about it, especially because I like spreading like awareness about it. I feel like it's not talked about a lot, and so a lot of people go through it. It's like actually more common than I ever even thought. But as we started talking about it, it's crazy how many people come out of nowhere and like, oh, I'm going through this too, or I did, but I have like 3 kids now, 10 years ago, or whatever their story is. Dang. So yeah, it'll all work out.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's cool.
Right on.
Well, I got some other random questions.
Yeah,
for
let's
you.
hear it.
What is something not many people know about you? Maybe like a hidden talent, something that's happened to you.
Okay.
Fun fact.
Yeah. I really enjoy skydiving. I've actually been a licensed skydiver for the last couple of years.
Wow.
Yeah. And so I think I've got about 190 skydives. So
you go solo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
No, yeah, I've been licensed, so I jump by myself.
Yeah.
This
This guy hates skydiving.
Really? Have you ever been?
I've went like 2 times now. I went recently for a video and I'm like, why do I keep doing this?
Not for you? You don't like it?
No, I mean, the first time we went skydiving was over the Swiss Alps. Phenomenal.
Oh my gosh, that's a dream.
Extremely scary, but like after doing it once, I don't need to keep doing it.
Right.
Just because it's so scary. It just gets me way too stressed that I'm like, I don't know if this is worth it.
Oh yeah. So I love it. I was the opposite. I did it once and was like, how can I do this as many times as possible? I just got hooked like right away.
Licensed. That's super cool.
Yeah. It's crazy because you go one time as a tandem. I mean, like the next time you go, you could jump out solo.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
No, I could never. Can you do that?
I don't
think you could ever do that.
I feel like I'd want to go again, but I don't know at what point I'd ever feel comfortable just going solo. That seems kind of nervous.
A lot of people don't realize. A lot of people don't realize I just went one time tandem, and then you have like a 4-hour, they call ground school. They go over everything. And then after the 4 hours, they take you up for your first solo.
Oh gosh.
I mean, that's the only way to learn. I mean, you just,
Is that how you did it? You just went solo right after like just one tandem?
Yeah, I did a tandem, and then a month later, I went back, did the ground school for 4 hours, and then I was terrified. It was awful.
I feel like I'd probably like freeze up like in mid fall and be like,
pass out.
I can't remember how to like, whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next time
so-
we do any challenges that involve skydiving, I'll let you do it, Andrew.
As long as it's tandem, don't push me out of the point.
No, it's cool. I like it a lot. It's been fun. I jumped out of a helicopter, done a hot air balloon.
I was about to say that's one thing that I think I'd really want to do is hot air balloon, but like the bungee jumping. Like,
You really want to do that?
I don't know why. It just sounds really exciting.
Bungee jumping scares me
What?
more than skydiving.
Out of a hot air balloon, dude?
I don't know.
Those things, wouldn't it like if you jump out, it'll like wobble the basket?
Well, they got it balanced.
No. I will not do that. I'll film you this.
Ever
for
since
that
I heard, like I went on a
I feel
hot
like
air
I see a
balloon.
new video coming.
Yeah. I went on a hot air balloon ride and they were telling me that. And I was like, I don't know. That just sounds like so unique that it's up there for me. It's something I want to try.
The older I get, the more I'm not wanting to do a lot of things. I'm only 29 and I'm telling you, man, in my younger years, I was like, I'll do whatever. I'll bungee jump off this. And nowadays I'm like, I don't know, dude. Let's just make videos in the warehouse.
Oh, so we built this warehouse because you're not adventurous anymore. You're getting too old.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
That's what I heard.
Certain things.
Oh, man.
Certain things. Yeah, I'm getting too old now, but that's a super cool fun fact.
Yeah.
I don't know anybody who like enjoys that.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm just, I like it.
Yeah, bro.
I like the thrill. I like the door opens, time to jump. It's awesome. Yeah, it's cool.
All right, your turn, Andrew, for another question for him.
You have the list.
There you go.
Oh yeah. Who is your favorite YouTuber? And you can't pick MrBeast.
That's hard. It's MrBeast now.
MrBeast 2?
Yeah, MrBeast Reacts. MrBeast Philanthropy. Which one?
Yeah.
Beast
10
Gaming.
channels.
It's just all MrBeast Spanish? I don't know. That's what it's called. It's probably called.
No, it's in Espanol, isn't
Okay,
it?
in Espanol.
Man, he's doing the most. Can't keep up.
Yeah, but is there any channels you go back to? It's just like they're the best. Favorites.
Can I say you guys? No?
If that's facts.
No, I do enjoy you guys' content. I really do. I think it's epic. I recently, it's kind of random, but there's a channel. His name's Heavy D Sparks. You guys heard of him?
I don't think so.
He's cool. He does like a lot of like recoveries, I guess you could say. He does like there was like a family that got their motorhome stuck in the sand dunes. And he has like a lot of like big machinery and equipment, and like he goes out there and pulls them out, like does like what like search and rescue can't do, crazy stuff like that. Yeah, there was like a guy got stuck off-roading in like the mountains in Utah, and he like flew his helicopter in, and like he does like they're almost like mini documentaries. They're cool. I don't know. I enjoy watching them, like 45-minute long, like, because they're like action-packed, interesting.
There's a niche for everything.
Yeah, I know.
Never heard of that.
I kind of got hooked on him the last like couple months. I've been
I'm sure it's like fun to watch because of like the thrill and suspense.
Exactly.
Of that.
Yeah. It's cool. And so I don't know. He's cool.
I'll have to watch an episode.
Yeah.
There you go. Plug to his channel.
I know, right?
Check it out. That's sick.
No, they're crushing it too. They seem like a cool group of guys.
Do you have a question you wish we asked you?
Ooh.
You wish we'd ask you?
A question I wish you would ask me. That's a good question.
Here, you can think about that.
Yeah. 'Cause,
In the meantime, while you're thinking about that, what's your favorite snack?
wow. Like road trip snack?
All around, like you only get to pick one snack for the rest of your life.
Oh my gosh.
So that means
I'm a big snacker.
You got to bring it on the road trip. You got to bring it to the movie theater. You got to, like, when you're chilling on the couch, that's your one
All around.
one snack for the rest of.
Wow. Two hard questions in a row.
Andrew's snack is pork rinds.
No, it's not.
Really?
No.
I'm like, what? What is it then?
My favorite snack?
Yeah, what is it?
Shoot, if we're not interviewing me.
You
Got to buy me some time.
Well, his favorite snack for legit is chips and guacamole.
Chips and guac, chips and salsa. I know sometimes maybe it wouldn't be the best. I don't necessarily know if I'd want to eat chips and salsa at a movie, but
Have you tried it?
no.
Well,
All right, maybe I'll try it next.
New video. Chips and
Strangest-
chips. Yeah.
Strangest snacks to eat at the movie
Yeah,
theater.
there you go. I'm a big fan of like the there's like a Chex Mix, but it's it's like a sweet and salty mix. I don't know the exact name, but it has like the chocolate, but mixed with like the pretzels, and it's just
Okay.
goodness. I don't know the exact like variety of the Chex Mix, but
So that would be your go-to.
that's what I would be my go-to. Anytime you can mix the sweet and the salty, that's it
pretty
for
good.
me.
Try that.
Yeah.
I really like candied walnuts. I could just snack on a bag of or honey roasted almonds.
Okay.
Like, whoo,
Okay.
so good.
Sweet almonds.
Yeah.
Nice.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So have you thought of that question?
Oh wow.
If you have to pass, that's totally fine. Cause like,
No, I think it'll come to me.
cause I mean, you've probably been asked a lot of questions in your life, just your entirety of your life.
Just in general.
But there's probably one question like, would someone please just ask me this question?
Oh man.
Gosh, I have such a good answer.
I wish I had something.
That's his answer. He wish he had a question that
He wishes we had a question for him.
he wishes he had an answer to the I wish you had.
Okay. Well, next time you're doing an interview, you have to have a question in the back of your mind that
I know. I need to come to an interview with like, I just hope they ask me. Like, please ask me. I'll be thinking though.
Yeah. Okay. More serious question. If you die tomorrow, what do you want people to know? What advice? What would you leave people with?
Oh, wow. If I died tomorrow,
And now's your chance to tell everybody.
imagine I die tomorrow. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh man. Help
No,
not,
I mean,
but-
like, honestly, like, this is so cliche, but just be a good person, right? I mean, like, life's short. We're all just out here, like, having fun, doing our best. Just enjoy life, is I guess what I would say. I just feel like I try and, like, wake up daily and just be grateful for what I have and just really enjoy, like, take every day, like, with enjoyment. So,
Easy.
yeah, I mean, I'm probably as, like, basic, but I just think if you wake up with that like enjoyment attitude, every day is gonna be a good day. You're just gonna be able to really like put the bad to the side and focus on the good.
Nice.
Yeah. Is that good? Is that something you're looking
No,
for?
bro.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's great.
Even though it
That's
might sound
facts.
basic, I mean, like people need to hear that. I feel like continually,
Yeah.
because if you don't remind yourself about that, you'll forget. Like, oh yeah, life is cool.
Yeah.
We should be happy and be nice to our neighbors.
So to that, let's say someone is going through like maybe somebody who's listening, who's going through like depression or anxiety or something. With that piece of advice, how would they take that? How would they apply that if they're like, man, I just had like the worst week ever. It's kind of hard for me to wake up and enjoy life. What would you recommend? What advice would you give them?
Yeah.
That sort of thing.
I definitely think that like everyone has like those bad days or those good days, no matter what. Like I've had terrible weeks. I've even had like a terrible month, but it always gets better. Like good always comes eventually. So if you can just like ride out the bad a little bit, try and find good along the way, good's gonna come at some point. You're not gonna live 50 years just in misery, like unless you choose to. But I feel like anyone can always find good at any point in what's going on. But it's also okay to have a bad day or have a bad week. I feel like everyone has those, even the most successful people or the most wealthy people, it doesn't matter, but try and just really find something, even if it's just the smallest thing, the smallest little good can like bring joy and like change a day to like, if you just focus on that good.
I think that's key with what you said. It's okay to have bad days because
for sure.
that's just like a part of life.
Of course.
It's like being okay. Like, hey, I just had a bad day. This ain't gonna last forever, and having that outlook of like even being content where you are, because it's like it won't last forever. So it's like I'm okay being here right now. I'm okay to be sad, but I need to look for things that can help me.
Yeah.
One of like my favorite visuals along the same like topic is, you know, like when a storm comes, it doesn't matter like how bad like the clouds look, but there's always blue sky always like above it. So like that storm will always come, but then like it always leave. But like the blue sky is always right above it. So always on the other side of the storm cloud, no matter how big the blizzard is or the thunderstorm is, but it's like it's always there, just on the other side.
With
Yeah,
that,
cool.
dude, I remember recently at my house, because like I don't have any trees anywhere near my house, so I can see like where the mountains are and like the open fields. So we've had like storms recently, and I could see a storm coming. But on the like when I look to the other side, clear blue skies. So it's like weird to be like, or even if the storm has passed, like you can see like it's not going to last forever. Or going in an airplane, when you're going through a storm, you go above the clouds, you're like, what the heck? Where did everything go?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think like for us too, like going through the whole infertility thing, I mean, like, it sucks, like, finding out the news that it didn't work when you're, like, so hopeful and, like, you want it so bad, and then you got to see your wife in, like, such a bad state. It's just, like, being able to have, like, the outlook of, I know it's going to come. It might take, like, maybe it's in, like, 2 years, 3 years, whatever it is. Maybe it's next month. We get super lucky, whatever. But I know it's going to come eventually, and so it's just trying to, like, get out of that bad moment and focus on what's going to come in the future. And I feel like everyone has different ways to do that. For us, it was, you know, we took a trip, which we feel very blessed that we're able to do that. Or whether some just have to be around family or get out of the house for a little bit, whatever they have to do to kind of put that away. But just have that outlook that there's blue skies above. Like, it's going to come eventually. Like, you're going to get out of that rut, or you're going to get out of that trial you're going through.
Yeah.
So it's just a kind of the mindset of it's gonna end eventually.
Yeah. I know, like, I've
Easier
had
said than done too.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, just like everyone else, I've had times in my life where have been really difficult for me, and, you know, thankfully, as Christians, we've been able to, you know, have that faith in God, knowing that, like, the creator of everything has a plan and there's no accidents.
Yeah.
And so being able to trust and have faith in him, that I'm here in this moment for a reason, and that I can't just focus on the temporary. I have him to look toward and trust.
Yeah.
I can't control anything myself.
Right.
And so if I can look to God and lean on him whenever anxiety comes or stress, and knowing, like, it's okay, like, he'll get me through it. He'll sustain me.
Oh, 100%.
That's been, like, the biggest thing with us, especially with YouTube and difficulties that come through YouTube and other things. It's like, man, I don't know where we'd be without a relationship with God. So it's been, like, super good for me to know that, like, I've been able to rely on him.
Yeah. No, I couldn't agree more, especially, like, through, like, I keep going back to, like, having a kid, but I mean, like, it's up to him. And so we're just really trying to put our faith in him and know he has a plan for us. And while we have this trial in our life, it's hard for us to understand why, but maybe one day we'll understand. But I think it's cool. We can bring awareness to the issue. We can help other families going through it. Maybe that is why, I don't know. But I think it's, like, strengthened mine and my wife's faith in God going through this trial, because we really just trust in him to get us through it and hopefully eventually help us out. So yeah, I love that. Totally agree.
Yeah, that's key. I mean, even looking back at my life, the things that I've gone through, from even just the maybe simpler things of, like, being bullied.
Yeah.
Maybe that's not simple, but I'm sure people can relate to that.
Yeah.
But in the moment, it's like, why is this happening to me? It makes you feel so defeated, so alone, not loved.
Yeah.
But then looking back on it now, in hindsight, I see why I went through that, because I can help and relate to other people who have been through that.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Even if that alone is enough, where I can look at somebody and be like, I know what you're going through.
Yeah.
It's going to be okay.
Oh, totally. That's awesome.
And, like, some of the greatest organizations in the world, nonprofits, come through trauma or whatever.
Right.
That, like, that organization wouldn't be here if, like, they didn't go through that difficult time.
No,
But
totally.
they had the right, maybe, people around them, relationship with God, whatever,
Right.
to help put them in a direction where they can then do something good with something so bad, that God can use something so horrible and turn it into good.
No, I totally agree. I think that's awesome. And that's really what my wife and I have kind of tried to focus on as we have trials in our life as well.
Nice. Yeah. Well, thanks for sharing that.
Oh yeah, of course.
So what do you got for the future for your YouTube channel? What's next? What is the dream?
Yeah. I mean, right now our big focus is having a kid. So we're probably gonna, like I said, we're probably gonna go back to the Middle East in a couple months to do another round of the IVF treatment. So we've been documenting that. A lot of people get interested in stuff like that, especially those that are going through it, just to see, you know, like what we're doing, what others are doing different. I think a lot of people are interested because we're going out of the country to do it. Like I said, we found a doctor that we really like. That was kind of a miracle in itself. But so I just want to continue documenting that. I just like documenting our travels, our adventures, our life, so that in 10 years I can look back and see the good, the bad, the ugly, all of it. And so I can see, I can show my kids like, hey, listen, this is what we went through to have you. So stop acting up. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
you know what I mean? Like,
Watch the story.
yeah, watch the story. Be grateful, kid. No,
Yeah.
But yeah, so I mean, we're just going to continue documenting our lives and our adventures and kind of just see where YouTube goes for us. We enjoy doing it and just we have fun with it. So if you want to follow along on our life, our adventure, then yeah, go check it out. But we have some exciting stuff coming. Hopefully we can end out the year with a kid or my wife pregnant at least. So it'd be cool.
Well, we'll definitely be staying tuned to that.
Yeah. Thank you. Appreciate it.
You got any other questions, Andrew? Any other thoughts? What were you gonna say?
I don't know. You're about to like say something when the camera just went.
I don't know what I was gonna say anymore.
Yeah, me either.
Did you have any questions for us? Any thoughts? Anything you wanted to talk about?
I'm just blown away by what you guys have here. It's so cool.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, it's epic. I don't know. I mean, I love like YouTube and talking about like seeing like what other creators, especially like bigger guys like you that have been in those space for a while. I mean, like what is like you said you filmed like 2 hours worth of content for one video? Like what does that look like? What's the process like of like break down a video for me?
So we start obviously with the idea.
Yeah.
I think that's really important that the initial concept, the idea is pretty strong because then you can like mold and figure out, going from there. But
Does that come from you two or
mainly
anyone on the team be like, hey, I got this idea, or like
we try to have like open, like it's okay for anybody to present an idea, even though everyone understands like not every idea is going to get filmed.
Yeah.
But it's like if you have an idea, like go ahead and share it. But it's like, me and Justin are the ones who usually come up with like sort of like, all right, this is where we're going to film. It depends. Like if it's a build or something, we might take it to the production team. Like, hey guys, what do you think about this? What if we make a secret gaming room in our oven? What do you think?
That's so cool. Congrats on trending on that too. That was epic.
Oh yeah, thanks. That was crazy seeing that video. Number 2 on trending, which we have never gotten that high. Well, we've gotten trending, but not like 2, which is like
we've gotten 2 once before with the homemade submarine.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, no, that video was cool. I enjoyed that one.
Yeah, thanks. But I mean, like Andrew said, it's just at the end of the day, if you have the idea, you can structure the entire story around the idea.
Yeah.
So like we stayed at the Dangerous Lighthouse video. A lot of the times, some ideas are a lot more simple than others, of course.
Right.
And so like with the overnight at the Dangerous Lighthouse, or the
Hotel?
overnight at the Dangerous Hotel.
Yeah.
We just went there. We had an idea of like, hey, we want to do this, this, and this. So we keep like a note of that, and we have like a document. Sometimes we will fill it out with like ideas and kind of like but the most important thing structurally we usually do is we write out like an intro,
Okay.
and then the other stuff can fill
Right.
the gaps
That makes sense.
throughout.
Yeah. But like you were mentioning, like we have like, for example, 2 to 3 hours worth of footage versus 100 and some hours from Beast. See, the one thing like we've learned throughout the years is like, as we're filming, we know it's like, oh, I'm going to use this scene, but then I can cut because I'm not going to like this stuff, extra stuff. Like we're never going to use this.
Okay.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So it's like, we'll stop filming for those like moments, but it's like somehow we've just gotten the habit of knowing like, okay, this is a scene that'll probably make the vid. So let's shoot it. Or this scene will definitely not make the cut. Why bother?
Right. No, that
filming
makes
it?
sense.
Yeah, doing it for 12 years, we've kind of like realized what works and what doesn't
Yeah.
for certain things. And then it's just like being ourselves for most of the video and getting funny bits that you can't plan.
Right.
And then just piecing the story together in the edit, which our team, Matt, Rick, Drew, they all do an amazing job at helping us. So we couldn't do it without everybody else.
So then real quick, for doing it for 12 years, I look at myself as a young content creator, barely feel like scratching the surface. Can you give me like a piece of advice in the YouTube world? Like what's advice you would give me to continue evolving and growing on YouTube?
Yeah. And we kind of touched on this before we started filming, but just being able to adapt to what's up and coming.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to change a format. Don't be afraid to try a new style. Don't be afraid to try whatever, because like it seems like every year YouTube's just sort of like, okay, well, this type of content's like really popular, and then it'll kind of like shift to like, oh, actually this type of content. So the more open you are and the more like just not hard-headed and stubborn,
Yeah.
You'll be able to.
How do you
roll
deal with,
whatever.
let's say you guys film a video and it just doesn't perform? I mean, is that hard to deal with? It is. It's hard on our end. I mean, I feel like sometimes I feel like I have the coolest idea. We film it and it just doesn't perform like we thought.
Yeah. Yeah, that happens, I feel like, to everybody.
Yeah.
But again, like, since we have been doing it for so long, it's like when a bad video comes, it's like just sort of our mindset. It's like, oh, well, is there anything to learn?
Yeah.
Like, what can we do better next time?
Right.
And then let's move on to the
Keep
next
going.
one.
Yeah, that
No?
makes sense.
Learning how to move on.
Yeah.
Is like so important. And there's so many bits of advice I feel like we could give. Not that we have all the answers, but I feel like that we've learned along the way.
Right.
Never stop learning. So like, don't just like create content and figure out ways how you can constantly be improving.
That makes sense.
So follow people who will inspire you,
Yeah.
who will inspire you and educate you.
Yeah.
'Cause there's always something to learn. And if
Okay.
you're always learning, you're always bettering yourself and you're always going to be improving your content and stuff across the board. So, I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
Sometimes like there's even a lot more to learn from those bad videos than there is like the good
Yeah.
videos. Like even we were talking today, we're like, so why did this oven video, why do we think it got on trending? And we're all sort of like just kind of giving some theories, but it's like, it's not super clear. But sometimes
Right.
with a bad video, you're like, okay, this like
Yeah.
very specific thing like tanked it. And then you can really learn from those. So it's really not all bad.
as long as you're like having fun, nothing's like wasted.
Yeah.
So like if a video tanks, it's like, at least we had a great experience with
Yeah.
the people around us and we enjoyed it.
Totally.
Otherwise, if we're making content that we don't even enjoy, then it's like, that'll hit even harder. Being like, I didn't enjoy it and it's not performing. Why
Yeah.
am I doing this?
Yeah. That's interesting you say that. My wife and I kind of had that realization probably about maybe like a year ago, where the content we were filming, we enjoyed it at the beginning, but it started getting to the point where we're kind of over it, not really. And so when a video wouldn't perform, it, like you said, just hurt even more. I'm like, dang, I filmed something I didn't enjoy. It didn't perform. Like, what am I doing? Like, why?
Yeah.
And so we're kind of made that shift of putting out content that we enjoy, whether it performs or not. Like you said, I like making it. We had fun while doing it. Or it's just like a video for us that's either like personal to us or like a cool memory, so that we can always look back on, even though maybe the audience didn't enjoy it as much. So
Yeah.
we've been trying to make that shift into really putting out content that we enjoy filming.
Nice.
It's been key for us.
Oh yeah. I mean, and there's always that middle ground of like, you can really enjoy something and at the same time, like look at what's working around the YouTube community
Yeah.
and like taking inspiration and trying new things and like, but still like enjoying it.
Yeah, totally.
So guys, we definitely think you should check out Dallin and his wife's content. So tell
Appreciate
everybody.
it. Yeah, we're Della Vlogs. My wife's name is Bella. So Dallin, we combined it to Della, Della. And then we just put out vlogs of our life. And yeah, we enjoy it. It's fun. So yeah, if you want to check it out, we appreciate it. And I appreciate you guys having me. It means a lot, for real.
Yeah.
I've always enjoyed you guys' content. So being here is awesome. Seeing you guys in person and being able to actually meet you, it's cool for me. So I really do appreciate it.
Oh yeah.
Thanks for coming on our set.
No, it's
Yeah.
awesome.
If you guys want to leave any nice comments for them to read, I'm sure they'll be checking them out.
Definitely.
But other than that, thanks for tuning in and we'll see you on the next episode. Goodbye.